Hey guys, Adrian here for the Appitizer. Today's episode 11 of the Appitizer, where we are serving you your daily app deals, reviews of applications that we find very useful. And today we're going to be taking a look at ATracker. So what ATracker allows you to do is it is essentially to-do lists in a really tracking of activities in your to-dos in a really easy to use UI. No more having to the issue with common tasks when you have to do something, for example, like housework or social networking, and you're trying to track your activities, trying to track what you do throughout the day. It requires you to manually enter a lot of stuff in. Sometimes with some applications, it requires you to put in a lot of data, put in a lot of stuff, all while you're interacting with whatever it may be. When I'm going onto Facebook, for example, and stuff like that. More recently, when I've been working, I like to track what I've been doing and how kind of the graph looks like in terms of when I'm doing work, as to when I'm kind of browsing the web and doing other stuff in my free time. And it requires with common ways for you to transition from one thing to another. When I'm doing, for example, when I finish work and want to go to social networking, I have to let certain programs know what I'm doing, let them know what applications I'm in. This is a really simple application, really simple user interface too to do that. So for example, let's say I'm gonna do something like gaming, for example. I can click gaming and the timer starts right there. And you can see that it shows the start time of the event, even if I click out of the application. So you can see here, ATracker is right there. I can click back in, and the background will still run. So you can see here, it knows that what I'm doing. I can even put the phone on sleep, and it will keep on tracking how long I've been doing it. So it sets that start time right away, 12:57, and say I'm going to talk on here for a little bit until it hits about 12:58. So right there, I can stop it now, and you can see that it tracks that stop time. So essentially, what you want to do is, again, when you start something like maybe it's a gym workout or housework or whatever it may be, whatever you want to track, hit when you start and then forget about it. When you finish, as soon as that, click it and it's done. And then you have, all this data relative to you. So you have history, for example. So these are all the ones I was just testing today, relative information. So you can see social networking, housework, everything I've done. Again, just as a test, you can jump between dates here. So if you have other things that you've done other days, you can check that as well. You can also go into the calendar here and go to a certain day to see what you did on that specific day, how your history of your, whatever events you did on that day. Also, if needed, you can manually enter things in. So you can manually enter a task in like gaming, social networking, whatever. Maybe you forgot to track it or something. Then you can go in and manually enter it if you really need to. And you can go back here over to settings here and adjust all the categories. So for example, I can go into gaming here and I can adjust anything with it. I can change the description. I can make it an active one. I can even go into advanced, turn on timers here, repetitive notifications, enter note after finishing tasks. So for example, let's say as soon as I finish maybe a gym workout, reminds me to go, maybe I can put a note in there to go, get a drink of water, or always remind myself to stay hydrated. Stuff like that. It's stuff that seamlessly integrates itself with your to-do list and with whatever you're tracking. That's what ATracker is really good at, automatic kind of reminders and tracking of information. You can have stuff excluded from the pie chart, so I'm going to show you what that is in a second here. And additionally, like I said, if you want to enter other categories, you can click in here and make your own thing. So you can choose from their icons that they have here. So maybe running, for example, I can enter a task and call it running, and I can put a description if I want. So I can say like sports, and then have it active, and I can turn that active or inactive. I can save it there, and now I can have that as an automatic thing. So anytime I go running, I can start it and stop it, and that's a timer within itself. Really cool. Additionally, you can go in here in the bottom right, click this little kaleidoscope looking thing, and edit the whole user interface of the application. So I can change the background here, I can change the style, I can change the transparency, I can choose something from my photo library. Really cool stuff here. Again, you can just really customize the app to your liking. And last but not least, what's so useful about this is reports. You get reports of graphs broken down, either bar graphs or pie charts, showing what you've done. So you can see here, like, majority of my time was gaming, and in this case, was just test account I made, or just the test scenario I made. And you can see there housework, and then housework, and then social networking. And you can show unaccounted time. So stuff that you've taken out of the pie chart, you can show that as well if you really want to. You can change it by today, 7 days, 30 days, or a certain range. So you can see how productive you were within a certain scenario. You can see specifically also within certain categories. So you can see all the gaming you've done on certain days and how it stacks up in a bar chart compared to a pie chart. Really relative information again. So it tracks your information, it's automatic, and then it reports all that stuff back to you. It gives you analytics regarding how you're doing, what you're putting your most time into, and maybe you can use that to kind of cut down on certain things or improve on certain things. Overall, this is just a really great productive bundle of an application. You get reports, you get the analytics, you get a tracker. You get in a way an automatic to-do list, an automatic tracking of your daily activities. And again, it does it all seamlessly and automatic, all in this one iPhone app. So this is ATracker, guys. There's a lot of stuff to it, and you can check out all of it once you get the app in the App Store. Again, ATracker, definitely something to check out there. Hope you guys enjoyed. Links will be in the description down below for you to download it. And of course, thanks for watching.